I'm supposed to see it.
Let's finish now. Really? That's for the 10 years people. Right?
I know, that's what I was keeping it for her.
For 10 years.
Alvin?
Okay, perhaps we'll need to get a little closer so we can all hear, and there's a lot going on. Closer the better. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so where's Alvin? Oh, he's like a wall. We're going to honor 4 10-year employees today. And we're going to start with Wendy first, RitaJane, Alvin, and then Angie. So we got a lot to cover here. And I'm going to have Wendy stand right here. I'm going to spotlight Wendy first. I had some convincing to do to get Wendy to work for us, because after all, she was at the 4 Seasons. And not to say the Mayflower Park was not 4 Seasons, but that was one of our goals. That was one of our 4 Seasons resort. And the concierge department and the valet and guest services, that was a big area that we had to focus on. The sense of arrival, the concierge services, we had no keys, if you will, throughout the entire hotel. And it was an area that we really had to focus on and put a lot of resources in. And we were able to convince Wendy to be a big part of our team, well, to get it going. And she's taken it from where we were to keys everywhere, to a valet, guest services that's stellar. And more than that, Wendy's just a big part of this hotel.
Just a big something.
Yeah, she does so much for this hotel. She's the glue of many, many departments. She knows how to run a lot of the departments. She has a sense of calm. She can solve problems like you can't believe.
See.
Right?
See.
Yeah. She can solve problems. And I just want to say thanks so much, Wendy, for your years of service. And we just couldn't have done it without you. So we got a few things for you here. That's it.
Audrey has some glasses you can buy.
She has a special card, 10-year card. That's membership to the 10-year club.
A very big club now.
Very big club now. We have a certificate here, and then her lapel pin, another pin. That she can and there's 2
Diamond.
shiny stones in this. Welcome there, and we have 2 presents for you. Why don't you go ahead and...
Is that okay?
Yeah.
These 2?
Those 2, right there.
Small.
What do we got?
I'm glad everybody knows me so well. That's great. It's a 12-year-old scotch and a cigar. Mr. Johansson, if you had some say in that, thank you. I don't know if you did, but thank you. I will enjoy that immensely. And I might share it with Tim, but it's my favorite color. I know Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, look, travel jewelry case.
Wendy's a big traveler.
Yeah.
Now, Trish would like to say a couple things.
I would. Well, my friend, I'm going to stay over here so we don't cry together. Wendy and I are not big babies. We just love to show our emotions a lot. And I couldn't do any of this without you as part of my team. And here I go. I have a cold, I'm sick. No. And your team just makes the whole, the whole hotel just shine, because that meeting is huge, and your office there. But as a personal note, you're a dear friend, and I appreciate you every day.
Thanks, Trish. Now,
obviously, I appreciate everybody, and I don't want to make this just about Trish, but I tell everybody that I interviewed here because Justin Regis told me to. I didn't think I'd actually take the job, or I had never been in here except to drink. And I met everybody, and I met Trish, and she's why I came, and she's a big reason why I stay. But all of my guys are a big reason why I stay every day. So, and my 4 tenured people.
congratulations.
Thank you. We're all my team.
Congratulations. RitaJane. Now, we owe a lot to RitaJane. In fact, we owe the hotel still standing because she spotted a big smoking fire hazard down in the laundry where a lot of things can happen. She spotted it, reacted to it, put it out, and if it wasn't for her and knowing how to do it, we would be, well, in smoke. And RitaJane now is in the laundry department, and she spends a lot of time down there by herself, but it's a key part in making sure that all of our linen throughout the entire hotel is spotless. I doubt there's ever been a day that she's been sick. Very rare. And she's also a poet, a very good poet. And she's won many awards doing that. And 10 years has gone by real fast, hasn't it? And again, RitaJane's a big part of our hotel. And Brenda over there, Brenda and RitaJane are partners. And Brenda's going to say a few words as well. But we have your certificate for 10 years of service, your lapel pin, and then your card into the 10-year club. And we'll have you open up your big presents here. Shall we do that? Now let's Should we just tell everyone?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's hand you open. Yes. Okay. I'll make sure it's right on there.
Vanna, come on.
A gift card.
What's in the
That's
box?
part 2. That's part 1, and that goes with
Goes with the gift
that.
box. Okay.
Do we get to know what it is?
So we need to open?
You're not going to let her open it?
Yeah, we need to open.
We want to know what it is.
Yeah.
It's probably cooking stuff.
Oh, Rita didn't want to open it, so it's too late now.
Yeah.
That's
Alvin?
He just took care of her, Rita.
Oh, Jonathan. That's for the whole year?
Don't pet it. Careful with mine.
That's the toilet paper for the whole year.
Oh, wow. Oh, yay.
I want my ribbon.
And Brenda, would like to say
I would. Finish it up.
You all know her as RitaJane,
See.
but I call her Rita. She is the first laundry attendant to be in the 10-year plus club. I have a lot of memory in housekeeping, but she is the first laundry attendant in the 10-year club. Before we outsource our linen, I spent many hours down in the laundry working with RitaJane. Now, you guys haven't seen her work, the way she folds the towels and the sheets. When I go down to the laundry, I can tell when she would fold. I knew her folding. I knew it's different from Hewitt and it's different from the other ones that we had down here. But RitaJane and Hewitt, they were the best folders down there. I could never get my linen to be like theirs. But Rita, thank you for all of your hard work. And now that we don't outsource the linen that much, I don't spend much time now in the laundry with her. But I do go down and say hi. So RitaJane, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You didn't think of it.
Where's my
I told you to keep it.
Oh, there it is. Get your ribbon.
I am honored to be part of Mayflower family. I would like to thank Paul, Trish, Audrey, Brenda, and all who are involved in the planning, organizing, and setting up for this occasion. I would also like to thank those who prepared the delicious food. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of you for coming. I am glad that you could join us in celebrating our 10th year anniversary.
Am I recording or
next we have Alvin.
am I pushing? Shoot.
He's, he doesn't have any neck. He is figuratively a rock in the hotel, and literally, this guy.
Okay.
Look at this guy. and Alvin has come a long way. So housekeeping and worked hard through housekeeping and wanted to learn other aspects of the hotel and wanted to go through engineering and worked his way up through engineering step by step, and everything that's taught to him he learns and it settles in. I mean, he is a rock. And Alvin, if you ever have a chance to be an MOD on the weekend, Alvin's your guy. He's there, and I know every weekend when I have to work those, I always, Alvin, check in with one another and plan the weekend. Alvin, again, he's another fellow that is always there. I don't think there's been a day here, maybe one or two, but over 10 years, very few where he's absent. And again, Alvin's your go-to guy, always there behind your back, calm, never gets mad, just so solid. And he's learned a lot through the engineering department, from plumbing to electricity to the chiller, and has done a lot with, if you haven't seen all of our floors, we have these chiller loops. It's quite a difficult job. And normally we contract that out to big plumbing companies. Well, Alvin does it himself. He knows how to do that. We have him do every inch of that. And it's a great quality job, and probably done 100 floors, 7 floors? No.
3 more floors.
So, all right, 9 floors. And super terrific job for the hotel. Huge part of the engineering department. And we really appreciate what you do for us as well for the past 10 years. So we have your certificate, your 10-year lapel pin. We also have your card to the 10-year club. Congratulations. Why don't let's have you open up your gifts here. Including this.
Oh, no.
I know what
It's
you.
happy.
There's a.
Breaks your heart. Poor Rita Jane's
Rita, do you want that
tearing up
ribbon?
at the
You want the
You can keep it all, Rita. She'll make something out of it.
There we go. Or you will, Lorraine.
You better edit Sebastian.
Yeah.
Wow. You'll go back. What is that?
It's a liner roll.
Oh, I wonder what that's for. I wonder what that's for. For yoga.
That's what I was gonna say. Alvin?
That was Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your honeydew lists ready?
Some socket.
Oh. No. Six. Alvin knew that.
So which one?
Wow.
And drum roll.
And the last one.
Cecile, now you can just take a month off, right?
Uh-oh. Dry smell.
Not toilet paper.
Too long.
Oh,
Nice one.
nice.
Terrific. And Cecile?
Yeah, sure.
A couple words, please.
10 years ago, when I first met Alvin, I saw him very quietly put his head down and folding clothes in the laundry room. Every time when I go up and down in the ramp, I see this guy. He doesn't move an inch, same place, same uniform every day, folding clothes. And then I came to know him a little bit after talking to him and just saying hi and bye. And then as the time goes on, 5 years ago, he approached me and asked me if he can join the engineering department, and asked me if I can train him to be an engineer. And I said to him first, I said no. Then he asked me why. I said to him, I trained one engineer called Jason Troop, and he promised to stay. And after taking the training, after being certified, he took off. Then I asked him to give me an assurance that he would not do the same thing. Because training is hard sometimes. However,
So
then he gave the assurance, he said he's going to stay and he would like to be transferred. And I also then knew Rita is going to be here, so they both are going to stay here. And then 5 years later, we had numerous projects, has been gone through numerous training sessions, and Alvin turned out to be a very fine technician. Everything that was taught to him, I do not have to go back and check and get it redone. He grasped things very fast, and even the housemaids lots of times tells that when Alvin does the job, it's so nice.
It's because he was trained in housekeeping.
Yeah.
Some of the work that is in the rooms, like caulking work and then polishing and shining work, chrome work, everything from A to Z, Alvin has been trained and he has learned well, and every year he's been evaluated and he got very good.
Hanging pictures.
Oh, and also, one more important thing I want to mention here. When I first came here, hanging of pictures were done by outside contractors. So I see these outside contractors come and hang pictures. So I was thinking to myself, wait a minute now, do we have to have this? So I approached Marie Dempsey at one time and I said, Marie, can I take care of this? And she said, yeah, okay. Then he was the first person that I took upstairs with a measuring tape and a level and showed him how to do it. And every picture that was hung so perfectly well and locked and leveled and measured. So all things considered, he had learned so well to do his job.
That's the hardest one, right, Alvin? The pictures.
And he calls me all the time and he tells me to come and check his work. After 5 years later, his apprenticeship was completed. I don't have to check it. And then he made himself a very talented young engineer.
Would you like to say anything?
Not really, but I can always say I love the people I work with. I'd like to thank Trish, you, and of course, Cecile.
Now Angie, for some reason, I still think she's only been here 3 weeks.
So fresh
But
and new.
Angie has lots of bosses. And I'm only one of them. Probably, I think Angie probably has the most bosses in the hotel. But that's what we, generally she's our boss, but. And jack of all trades. As you all know, she's upstairs, administrative assistant on the 2nd floor. She does a lot for food and beverage, menus, sales contracts, keeps track on all of our supplies, phone calls, a lot of our email responses, whether or not we're there or not, screens our calls. There's a lot of communication between the owners and the staff, Centennial, etc. And Miss etc. And 10 years again has gone by so, geez, it just doesn't seem like long.
Seems like half the time.
A huge part of our office up there. And I've only mentioned this much of all these little major things that she does up there. Gift certificates,
Menus.
gift cards, etc. And we just couldn't run the hotel without you.
Oh.
Yeah. And so here we have
Flair.
and your card of the tenure. This is Angie's. Something that she go find for herself. A little
Something.
gift that she can shop for herself. Little window.
She had a window.
You've seen those before.
We'll find out what that is.
And Leslie, Leslie has volunteered for all the bosses.
For all of us. My immediate
Yeah.
supervisor.
Well, Angie, as Paul said, that Angie has a lot of bosses, but truly, when it comes to our coming and goings and sales, she is the boss. And she does a lot for us. Our clients are always impressed at the gifts that we give and the things that we give to them. And Angie's a big part of that. She wraps our gifts, she makes it look really nice, and although she's behind the scenes, she makes us look really well.
Like the apple pies.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And other gifts too.
Do you eat apple pie now?
Other gifts too. So we appreciate you. The one thing I can say about Angie, she is so reliable. Don't mess with her when she's reading her book and smoking her cigarette. We all know that. But we love you, Angie. And thank you.
As Paul had mentioned, I do have a lot of bosses, and I love each and every one of you guys. It's been a pleasure, a privilege. It's exciting to come to work every day and have something new. Whether it's a lease for Mr. Dempsey to edit, or a pie to bag, or you guys. Every day is a different thing, and it's awesome. And I just can't thank you guys enough. It's been a huge privilege these last 10 years, and I hope we have another 10.
All three of you. Yeah, let's sing.
Thank you so much. We just feel we're the lucky ones to have you, each and every one of you. Each and every one of you are very, very special. So once again, many thanks and many more.